Russ wasn't gonna get up to get that thing. Knocked me out, Russ.
All right, Russ. Sorry, I didn't bring you players. Coach, please give Russ some good sound bites.
Okay.
That's what happened.
The fourth straight.
All right, going into this game, Hofstra had lost 3 straight, but played 2 of them without Estrada, and then lost the game previous to that when he got hurt in overtime. This is a well-coached, explosive offensive team that tested us every possession in our defensive principles, and at times we were more successful. Obviously they shot 48%, but I thought a big key was us forcing the 17 turnovers with our activity, and that was led by Jameer Chaplin, was tremendous. We put 3 different guys on Estrada, and everybody that guarded him, Chap, Selton, and Sorrell did a tremendous job on him, forcing him into 5 turnovers. That doesn't happen. And then we got good basketball from a lot of different guys. Defensively, the activity level, the glass work was great. And then offensively, again, you can see there's times where you don't move the ball as well as I would like, but then there's other times where we're really making progress with the pace of the play, with the ball movement, the cutting, the offensive glass work. We really challenged our guys. I did not like our effort on the glass in our last game. And Sam and Chap and Keyshawn, perimeter flying guys on the offensive end, they got to go, because Russ is in there battling, and he ain't going to get any if it's 3-on-1. So those other guys have to go, even if they don't get them. At least they're taking a body, and that happened a couple times. Bodies were worried about Chap and Keyshawn and Sam, and now Russ is able to be 1-on-1 on the weak side wedge, and he's able to get those. So we talked about before, to be successful, it's got to be 5 as 1, both offense and defense, and I thought we had that tonight.
Yeah, this was a really good team win, Coach, because Hofstra just seemed to challenge, contest every closeout.
Yeah, they're they're on a tough stretch right now because of the injuries. You know what I mean? But that's a team, they're going to challenge for the league title. There's no doubt about it. When you have the best player in the league and those other players are all getting better, they're going to challenge, and that's a 20-plus win team, and for us to show the development and the progress as a team, I thought was great. So, we shoot 44%, make 6 threes, go 15 of 21 from the free throw line, but again, the 18 offensive rebounds were tremendous. Second chance points, 19. So that means, you've heard me over the last 5 years, you got to get as many points as you get offensive rebounds, because that means you're finishing those plays and you're taking advantage of it. And we did exactly that. 19-2 in the offensive glass. Fast breaks only 9, but there was a couple critical ones. So, and our bench was tremendous today, just tremendous.
They changed defenses pretty frequently. How pleased were you with your guards and perimeter players finding the open man?
Yeah, they did a good job. They had multiple ball screen coverages, so when they went to one, our guys were able to adjust and attack accordingly. Again, 14 assists. So we're in that 14 to 20 range every game now, which is great to see. And we are sharing the ball. The times we get in trouble is when I always say we have a system in place and we have parameters, and if you play within those guardrails, we're really good. It's when we go outside them that we're a little bit in trouble. You know what I mean? But we're playing more and more inside that because there is a lot of freedom in that, and our guys are starting to pick that up. And I thought offensively, the play of the game and the showing of the growth was that last play where Selton comes off the handoff, and his job is to either turn the corner or look for the roll man. That's his first 2 options. Option 1 and 2 are taken. You got to throw the ball back to Sam. He throws it back to Sam, And because we executed so well, that's when Russ has a mismatch inside, and then Sam throws him the pass for the basket. 5 weeks ago, we probably would have forced that action. You know what I mean? And that, again, the trust has to be built over time, and dependability has to be built over time, and we're starting to get there.
13 minutes, to go in that second half. They started, 7 to 8, from the field. Hofstra did, and then you go down 6, you call that timeout. What shift did you have to make?
We were getting a little too relaxed off the ball. So now we're a step slow on the closeouts. They hit 3 threes in a basket and a layup because our closeouts, we were off the ball, not as disciplined as you needed to be. And we just, again, showed it that when you're off the ball, it's human nature. The further you are away from the ball, the more you relax. But that gets your ass beat. So you got to fight human nature. When you're away from the ball, you got to be more engaged because you actually have more jobs to do. If you're guarding the ball, you got one job to do, guard the ball. If you're off the ball, you got to help on the roll. You got to see where your man is, and now you got to recover out. So you got to be really disciplined. And I just thought after that, our discipline increased. And give Larry, Scott, Jason, and Lou credit. They're the ones that said, let's try the zone. 1 possession, see what happens. And we told the guys we're going to go to our zone, and if we get a stop, we'll stay in it. And we got 3 straight stops, and it won us the game. Not because it's John Chaney-like, it's just it threw them off rhythm. But our guys played really hard and they did a good job. We were active in it and made the difference in the game.
Back to 500 at this point. I mean, are the guys seeing what they could put together?
Yeah, they're fired up. They knew this was a good team. This is like a league game, to be honest with you. They knew where we were, and they knew that what they had to do to kind of claw their way out of it. But as I always said, after those first 5, we beat St. Joe's and Daytona, we were able to start getting some practices in again. And you're starting to see guys that are starting to really pick up what we're trying to get done, both offensively and defensively. It wasn't just one side of the ball for us. It was on both sides of the ball. And there was a point today, like you said, and maybe it was the timeout or where we could have broke a little bit. And maybe 5 weeks ago we would have. But we're getting a greater connection with the guys, and they're gaining a little more trust in what we're doing and what we're coaching them to do. And because of that, we're playing better. And I still think we can play better. I think this is a team that if they keep working in practice and prepare in practice, that we're going to keep getting better throughout the year.
On that note, since the 0-5 start, where have you seen the team grow the most?
I think in 2 main areas. I think there's a greater commitment in just a one-on-one to guard the ball. In this day and age, there's nothing more important defensively than to be able to keep the ball in front of you. We just guarded 60 ball screens in a game. You know what I mean? And we got the best big guy in the country in terms of guarding ball screens in Russell. By far. We go green, we go hedge, we go red, it don't matter. Okay? But the guard's got to guard the ball. And in this day and age, it's the 4-man has to guard the ball too. So we've gotten better in that. The second thing that we've gotten better is guys are just trusting the offense more and the pace and moving the ball. And understanding if you pass and cut, you're going to get the ball on the backside. And there's times where we miss guys. And so we got to be mature enough. If you get missed once, just do your job the next possession. If you're missed and the shot goes up and your job is to go rebound, go rebound. If it's get back, get back. And we're not letting that play affect the next one. And there's just some maturity in that and a greater discipline in that takes time. It takes time. And with 3 new pieces that are critical, that have played in other programs, in this day and age, it takes time for guys to learn the new program. To be honest with you, Ryan has an advantage as a freshman because he's a blank slate. He doesn't know anything anyways. You know what I mean? He's not unlearning 4 years of college basketball, or 3 years of college basketball. So, but I think there's a greater belief and a greater trust amongst each other, which is critical for us.
Trey Moss came out early, got some shots up with the managers, but then he didn't dress for the game. What's his status?
Right now, we're planning on redshirting Trey, and so he's going to go through everything and just not playing the games and redshirt. That's the game plan for him
Okay.
right now. Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.